Dear viewers, welcome to our channel GVS Bank Academy. Now today I am going to discuss about the recalled examination questions of promotional exam of Union Bank of India held on 6th November 2022. Now for the May and June JAIIB CAIIB examinations, we are starting online classes as for new syllabus from 31st December 2022. Timings also mentioned very clearly, and any interested members are there, please call on this number. Click reporting to Central Repository information on large credits. Click reporting to applicability to urban cooperative banks. These click reporting to urban cooperative banks applicable urban cooperative banks having asset base of 500 crores and above as on 31st March of the previous financial. So click applicable to UCB urban cooperative where 500 crores and above assets as on 31st March previous year. That is the answer. Red flagging of account. Red flagging, second question. What is meant by red flagging? Based on early warning signals, 50 crores and above accounts, the initial decision to classify any standard account or NP account as a red flagged account or fraud account will be at the responsibility of the individual bank level. It is the individual bank level, and it would be the responsibility of this bank to report the RFA or fraud status under click to RBI. This is the responsibility of the individual bank. Thereafter, within 15 days from the rate of reporting to RBI under click, the bank has asked the consortium leader or the largest lender to convey a meeting of the JLF to discuss the red flagging account issue. Within 15 days, the individual bank has to request. After receipt of the request, the consortium leader or the largest lender must be conveyed the meeting within 15 days from the date of request of such a meeting. So 15 days question dash they are asking. In several banks they are asking this question. Several bank promotions. Overall red flagging is important. Again in the red flagging, within how many days? Within how many days? So this is. Is 5. Enhanced assets or service excellence. Is 5. What is the objective? To respond to current year is evolving customer needs, changing competition in the banking industry, and the technological environment in the banking industry. Each 5 will prioritize digital customer experience, digital customer services, and integrated banking and inclusive banking. The main objective of this is 5. Focusing on small business and agriculture business. So is 5 main focus on small business and agriculture business and digital customer experience, integrated banking and inclusive banking. This is the is 5 question number 3. Pradhana Mantri Jeevana Jyoti Bima Yojana joining age 18 to 50 years. Pradhana Mantri Jeevana Jyoti Bima Yojana PMJJBY joining age 18 to 50 years. After reaching 50, they can extend 5 years extension. What is the premium per year? 436 rupees per annum. Premium per year 436. Out of 436, BC commission is 30 rupees. BC commission 30, bank commission 11 rupees. And if the member is joining September, October, November, Premium is 342. If the member is joining in the month of September, October, November, 342. If the member is joining December, January, February, 228. 228. If the member is joining in March, April, May, 114. Overall important. This PMJJB. What is the old name of National Rural Livelihood Mission? That is Swarna Jayanti Gram Swarajyagor Yojana. They NRLM earlier name Swarna Jayanti Gram Swarajyagor Yojana. This question they had asked 5 to 6. 4 to 5 this question they had asked. External commercial borrowing ECB. External commercial borrowing is capital account transaction. What is the minimum average maturity period for manufacturing sector companies? ECB, external commercial borrowing, is a capital account transaction. Minimum average maturity period for manufacturing sector companies, 1 year up to 50 million or equivalent borrowing in financial year. What is the minimum average maturity period for manufacturing sector companies? Up 1 year for ECB loan up to 50 million or equivalents for financial year. So it means the minimum average maturity for manufacturing sector 1 year, loan up to 50 million or equivalent. This is the very important question. FCNR deposit period minimum 1 year, maximum 5 years. This is a normal question. Minimum 1 year time deposit. FCNRB means only time deposit, maximum 5 years. Now this is the latest question, difficult question. What is the definition of small company? This is the change, the latest change. Section 2, subsection 85 of Companies Act 2013. Small company, section 2, subsection 85 of Companies Act 2013. What is the paid up capital of small companies? 4 crores and turnover not exceeding 40 crores. Paid up capital 4 crores, turnover not exceeding 40 crores. This is about the definition of small company. What are the financial inclusion 5 A's? Simple question but a difficult question. What are the financial inclusion 5 A's? Availability of credit, banking facilities, accessibility, easily reach, affordability, costless, awareness, propaganda, advocacy, enough facilities you have to provide. That's why financial inclusion 5 ways: availability, accessibility, affordability, awareness and advocacy. Target for MSME lending in terms of recommendations of the Prime Minister Task Force on MSME. In almost all exams, this question they are asking. Targets for MSME lending in terms of recommendations of Prime Minister's Task Force on MSME. What are there? 20% year-on-year growth in credit to micro and small enterprises. Micro enterprises, small enterprises, year-on-year growth, credit growth amount to 20%. This question they had asked. Second point, 10% growth in number of micro enterprise units. Every year, growth in number of micro units, 10%. Third point, 60% of total lending to micro, small enterprise sector as on preceding March 31st to micro enterprises. So 60% of the total micro and small enterprises, out of that 60% will go to micro enterprises. Overall, microfinance, lending, circular, definitions, your bank schemes, thoroughly you have to see. Now direct quote. What is meant by direct quote in foreign exchange? $1 is equal 81.28. అంటే $1 is equal to 81.28 paisa. What is the question? In this case, dollar is constant, but rupee is going to be variable as per rate in the market. The value of foreign currency is stable and the local currency, that is INR, is variable based on market rates. 93 onwards in India we are using direct quote only. Direct quote, simple question. Section 129 of Indian Contract Act 1872. Section 129 of Indian Contract. What is the meaning of for the continuing guarantee? Simple question, but difficult question. Continuing guarantee means guaranteed extended the guarantee to a series of transactions. For example, cash credit, overdraft. These are running accounts. Every day so many transactions are going to be taken place. For that, that is called guarantee extends a series of transactions. One more question: how the guarantor can cancel the continuing guarantee? By giving a notice, he can cancel the guarantee for the future transactions. The guarantor can cancel his guarantee for the future transactions by giving a notice to the banker. And what is the other guarantee? Specific guarantee. Specific guarantee means guarantee extended to term loan. Here amount is fixed. That's why that is called specific guarantee. What is the exam question? What is meant by continuing guarantee? How it can be cancelled? That is the question. Important question, simple question, difficult question. Customer rights. Every bank they are asking, RBI circular, right to transparency of the bank dealings, fair dealing, honest dealing, customer rights. These are the customer rights. The product price and associated risk in that product, that the terms and conditions that govern use over the product. What are the terms and conditions for that product life? And the responsibility of the customer and the banker should be clearly disclosed in the document. Then only it will be transparency. Whenever we are giving a loan, what are the rate of interest? What are the conditions? What are the risks to the customer? What are the terms and conditions of rate of interest to repayment to IRAC norms? And what is the repayment terms? And what are the responsibility of the customer side and banker side should be clearly disclosed in that document, in that letter, in the contract letter. Right to transparency, fair, honest dealing. These are customer rights. TREDS, Trade Receivables Discounting System. TREDS builds discounting platforms where the MSME customers are discounting the bills. RXIL.com, invoicemart.com and M1exchange.com. As of today, 3 MSME stock exchanges are there for discounting of MSME bills. RXIL.com, InvoiceMart, M1 exchange. Settlement of claims. Next question. Settlement of claims in respect of missing person would be governed by the provisions of Indian Evidence Act 1872. Section 107, Section 108 of Indian Evidence Act. Settlement of claims. Section 107 deals with presumption of continuance. Section 107, presumption of continuance. Section 108, presumption of death. 107, continuance. 108, presumption of death. Presumption of death can be raised only after a lapse of 7 years from the date of the person missing. From the date of missing, 7 years only, we can be presumed that the customer is dead. This is the settlement of claims in respect of missing person. 16 crores and CRILIC, Central Deposit Information on Large Credit. 5 crores and above, fund-based advances, non-fund based advances, main report monthly basis. Any default is there, that default accounts weekly basis, every Friday, bank has to report to CAIIB platform. 5 crores and a fund, non-fund, monthly, default is there, weekly. Section 194A of Income Tax Act 1961. Now, recent trend in the examinations, one question or two questions, they are asking from Income Tax Act also. Income Tax Act related to the banking. Section 194A covers the provision for TDS deduction on interest other than securities. Section 194A of Income Tax Act 1961 cover the provision of TDS deduction in interest other than securities mean deposits. This is the question number 17. Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, National Urban Livelihood Mission, no margin loan up to 50,000. This question they had asked. What is the margin up to 50,000? No margin. And above 50,000, what is the margin? Preferably 5% should be taken as margin, and it should no case be more than 10% of the project cost. So preferably 5%. In any case, maximum 10% of the project cost above 50,000 cases. Up to 50,000 nil, above 50,000 5% preferably, maximum 10%. A minimum of 70% of the members from below poverty line. A minimum of out of this day annual members, 70% of the poor from urban. 19 question, very very important for all scales, clerical to all scales. Legal entity identifier, LEI, legal entity identifier for borrowers. Now presently it is a 20-digit number. Validity of the number is 1 year. Every year they have to, by paying the fee, they have to renew it. Now presently this number is mandatory for RTGS, NEFT, cross-border transactions, non-individual cases. RTGS, NEFT, cross-border transactions, non-individual cases of 50 crores and up. Mandatory for RTGS, NEFT, cross-border transactions, non-individual cases of 50 crores and up mandatory. And borrower accounts. This is for NEFT, RTGS. Borrower accounts, borrowers more than 25 crores. By 30th April 2023, they have to obtain this number. Borrowers enjoying credit facility of more than 25 crores, 30th April. More than 10 crores borrowers and up to 25 crores by 30th April 2024. More than 10 crores and up to 25 crores by 30th April. 5 crores and above up to 10 crores by 30th April 2025. This is the LA, important for all scales. Section 25 of the Payment and Settlement Act 2007. Section 25 of the payment. Dishonoring an electronic transfer of funds is an offence. Dishonoring of an electronic transfer of funds is an offence. Within the be punished with imprisonment for a term which may be extended to 2 years, or with fine which may be extended to twice the amount of the electronic funds, or both. So it is equivalent to Section 138 of Negotiable Instrument Act. NI Act Section 138 also same punishment, 2 years or twice the amount of the check amount, or both. So Section 125 of the Payment and Settlement Act penalty equivalent to Section 138 of check dishonoring cases. Dishonoring an electronic transfer of funds. So this is 20 question. Reporting to FIUIND, Financial Intelligence Unit India. Cross-border wire transactions more than rupees 5 lakhs are equivalent in foreign currency. every bank has to report to FIO&D next month 15th. Reporting to FIO&D, cross-border wire transfer more than 5 lakhs or equivalent in foreign currency. When you have to report next month 15th. This is a review of SLR holdings in held to maturity category. As of today, in JAIIB exams, CAIIB exams and promotional exams, these questions they are asking. Review of statutory liquidity ratio holdings in held to maturity category. Now, at present, banks are allowed to maintain SLR securities 23% of HTM, NDTL in HTM category. Now, existing HTM limit, now NDTL 23%, banks are allowed to maintain in HTM category 23% of NDTL. This, how long they can maintain the 23% of NDTL of HTM? Up to 30th June 2024. And it has to be bring back in a phased manner. It has to bring back to a phased manner by 31st March 25, 19.5%. Though this 23% of NDTL in HTM category, they have to bring back to in a phased manner. This up to 31st March 2024, they are allowed 23% of NDTL in HTM. By 30th June 2024, they have to bring back to 23 to 22 means 1% minus. 23 to 22 by June 24. From 22 to 21 by September 30th, 24. By 21 to 20 percentage by December 31st, 2025. 31st March 2025, the level of 23% of HTM has to be progressively reduced to 19.5. This question they are asked. This question, as on 31st March 2025, out of this 23% of NDTL of HTM, what is the level? 19.5%. So, this is the review of SLR holdings in HTM category. This is the treasury related, banks investment related category question, important for JAIIB and CAIIB also. 23 question. The updated list of significant benchmarks administered and published by Financial Benchmark India Limited. The updated list of significant benchmarks administered and published by Financial Benchmark. What is the question they are asked? Out of the following, which of the benchmark rate not published by FBIL? So it means you have to know first what are the significant benchmarks administered and published by Financial Benchmark India Limited. What are there? Overnight Mumbai Interbank Outright Rate, MIBOR. Overnight Mumbai Interbank Outright Rate. This is one. This is publishing and monitoring. Second one, Mumbai Interbank Forward Outright Rate, MIFOR. Mumbai Interbank Forward Outright Rate. Second. Third one, dollar versus INR. Reference rate also publishing by FBIL. This is very, very important. US dollar, INR. Treasury bill rate. Also, treasury bills rate again, three types. 91 days, 182 days, 364-day treasury bills. Also administered by FBIL, Financial Benchmark. Valuation of government securities issued and outstanding, that rates also giving by significant benchmark. This is also important for a treasury. Valuation of state government securities also issued and outstanding as of date, that securities also. Modified Mumbai interbank forward outright rate. Modified Mumbai interbank forward outright rate. MMIFOR. Modified Mumbai interbank forward outright rates. Presently, FBIL, Financial Benchmark of India Limited, administering means calculating and publishing, taking the responsibility for the administration of these 7 ratings. They had asked the question in the examination, what rate out of the following, what rate was not administered by? So for that, first you have to know these 7, then only we can identify the question. Thank you very much, friends, for watching our YouTube channel. And we are already in the process of starting the JAIIB, CAIIB examinations for the June quarter. And all other banks presently we are conducting promotion exam classes on. Thank you very much, friends, for watching our channel.